Welcome back to my channel. Just back today. Remember, if you saw the last video about fibromyalgia, you might want to go back and look at this video because I'm walking you with each video through my journey with fibromyalgia. Today, I'm going to talk about the tender points. Now, there are over 60 million people that are dealing with fibromyalgia in this world today. And many of them have, the tender points. There are like 18 tender points. And you have to have at least 11 of the tender points for the diagnosis to be fibromyalgia. I currently have the 18 tender points that I have dealt with in my journey with fibromyalgia. It started off in like the neck area, just feeling the stiffness, the pain. It started off with the migraines. I used to have migraines so bad till, it would just take one side of my face. It's in such great pain till it's like the sight would even be knocked out of my eye. Couldn't see, couldn't move, everything irritated, lights, everything. And then once, just from the neck, and then it started at the shoulders. And it's like you can touch my shoulders and it would feel like, just big golf balls in my shoulders. And so when I first went to, the doctor, got the diagnosis, they were doing some other testing just to see where it was. And it was just so devastating to me at the time, because everywhere that he touched, it was just hurting so bad. And it was a light touch, but it was as if it was a hard punch. So dealing with it and all of the 18 points, it was just something that you never before, just would ever think of. And it would start like, you get up in the morning, some people get up in the morning, they're a little slow moving, but, mine was I get up in the morning and it's a lot of stiffness. It takes a moment to get moving, not just, sitting there, okay, got to gather my thoughts to get moving. No, it takes a moment to get moving. Even when you stand up, it would hurt in my hips, my neck, my back, it would just hurt. So that caused me to have to sleep in different areas and, sleep different ways, have to do different things like certain pillows. I couldn't lay on a regular pillow because, there was that gap between my neck and, and my head that would cause more pain and more pressure. My shoulders, it would cause more pain and more pressure. So, I found myself sometimes sleeping on the couch, sometimes sleeping in my bed. It just depends. I've even had to sleep sitting up sometimes because that is just the thing that helps. So those tender points, the neck, the shoulders, the low back, the hips, the knees. And so I didn't even think about, it going any further because it just started out, the neck, the shoulders, and the back. But then when my knees start hurting, I'm thinking that's something totally different, only to find out that that was one of the tender points also. So having those tender points, and then here I go into menopause. And so, menopause, if anyone is familiar with that, menopause carries a lot of some of the same symptoms, but just not as drastic. So, that was just a crucial time for me. Now, tender points now, because I've learned better, have a whole lot more knowledge on, the things that I do, how I do things, how I need to work, how I need to perform, how I need to do, everything with my body, paying attention to my body, knowing when to rest, knowing when to stop, knowing when to sit down, knowing when to relax, knowing when to lay down. Things are really different for me now. And I thank God because He has given me the victory over this disease. Did I say I don't have any issues now? No, they tried to come up. But the wisdom and the knowledge that I have about fibromyalgia now If I could share it with the nation, I would, because the medication was not an option for me. I'm not saying that the medication does not work for other people. I said the medication wasn't an option for me. I chose to rely on faith, wisdom, and knowledge. I asked God to show me and give me knowledge and wisdom about this disease, to where if I have to live with it, I can live with it, and I don't have to live and feel like I'm dying with it. And God did just that for me. Stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Like, comment, share, 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 share. Because you know what? Not only fibromyalgia, but any chronic disease. Listen, you have to get the wisdom and the knowledge for it, so that you can live, and you don't have to live the way the doctors say that you have to live. I find that most people give in to it. They submit to it immediately after, they've been diagnosed. I chose not to do that. I wasn't going to submit to it. I wasn't going to take disability, because I did not feel like I was disabled. I said, I'm going to move forward in it. I will fight it until the end. But I didn't have to fight, because of the relationship with God. He gives me wisdom, knowledge, and instruction on a daily basis about my body, this thing that He created. And it has been great and wonderful. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any other videos. I'll be back. Stay tuned for the next video. Just walking through my journey with fibromyalgia. And then we're going to talk about some other things. Thank you for tuning in today. Bye.